Hey. Welcome back to another episode of how I edit pictures in Lightroom. Today's picture is taken this January in northern Norway. This was taken with the Sony a7 IV along with the Sigma 24 to 70mm f2.8, and the settings you can see here in the corner: 5 seconds, 2.8 and ISO 3200. I'm going to remove the information now, and we're going to be starting with the basics of the image. So we're going to increase the exposure overall, and we're going to increase the contrast a little bit. We're going to increase the shadows and the whites. We're going to decrease the highlights a little bit, and then we're going to increase texture and clarity, and we're going to up the vibrance. So this is the before and this is the after so far. What I want with this picture is for it to represent winter, because it was winter, so it needs to be on the cooler side. What we can do then is decrease the white balance towards the part of the cooler side of the white balance. If you put it up right here, you can see it gets all warm, and if you put it down here around 3100, yeah, it gets cool and nice and winter feeling. What you also can do is press this and then press somewhere neutral. I think that would be the place, and then it would, ideally, it would give you a balanced white balance, but clearly didn't do that here. So we're gonna fix that a little bit. I saw the tint was quite high, it was like plus 44. We're gonna decrease the tint as well. Yeah, so these two basically works together. Anyway, we're gonna straighten the image. So what you can do is just press R on the keyboard, or you can press this icon up here. And then we're gonna just straighten up a little bit right there. Right, so we're gonna go down to tone curve. Again, this is just basics. What I want to do is just lift the blacks from the shadows a little bit. Oh, that looks pretty nice. We're gonna go over to color mixing now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the blue a little bit down here towards turquoise, and green. I think we're gonna leave green as it is. Actually, we're gonna make green a little bit darker green, like that. We'll go down to saturation, and we're gonna desaturate the northern lights a tiny bit. And same with the blues, and desaturate a little bit. I'm gonna do luminance and then brighten the color of the green a little bit like that, and I'm gonna brighten the blue also like that. We're gonna increase the saturation a tiny bit now, because the color green got a bit washed out in the luminance. So this is somewhere we are this far, and we're gonna actually pull back the blue and have it back again. We're also going to increase the contrast a tiny bit. So the good thing about hue and saturation luminance is that hue, you can basically change what the color should be, and for saturation you basically increase the saturation, that is the strength of the color, and the luminance you increase or decrease the brightness or darkness of the color. And then I'm going to go down to color grading. I'm going to go down to shadows and effects, put some blues in the shadows again, and we're going to do the same in the highlights, I think, around that, yeah. And then midtones, which basically affects the whole picture, I'm going to put a little bit of green, because it's green in Northern Lights. So what we're also going to do now is we're going to go down to masks, and we're going to press sky. I absolutely love the AI feature of Lightroom, which recognizes the sky and everything. What we're going to do is increase highlights and shadows, and no, whites, I mean not shadows, like that. We're also going to increase texture and clarity a bit, just to get more texture and clarity in the Northern Lights and the sky, so the stars are popping a bit more. We're also going to create another mask, this time a brush, which only going to affect this top of the area of the stars. we're going to increase the highlights and the whites and the texture a little bit, just to make the stars pop a tiny bit more. So this is where we are so far. And the next thing I'm going to do is clean up this one here, this airplane that came to, that wanted to photobomb my picture. So what we're going to do is use the healing tool in Lightroom, just decrease the brush size, paint it over like that, and it's gone. Next part is, as this was taken on ISO 3200, there is some noise in the picture, as you can see when you zoom in 200%, and the same with 100%. So what we're going to do is go down to detail here, and we're going down to denoise. We're going to choose the amount of 15, I think that's enough. I'm going to create a stack, why not? And then we're going to enhance the picture. And there you go! Less noise in the sky. So that's pretty nice. So, oh yeah, because I created a stack, it will show me the denoise DNG file. I think that's, yeah, this is the work. So basically, this is the before, and this is the after. So there you have it. And as a bonus, I have a second picture right here. And what I tend to do when I edit a lot of pictures is that I edit one picture, and if I see that the rest of the pictures have kind of the similar style, I would just copy the settings. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark this picture, and then we're going to mark that one. We're going to sync the settings. We're not going to sync the mask, but we're going to sync every basics, what we did, the curves, and then synchronize that. And as you can see, it's not perfect, but it kind of makes me have to do less editing, and that is quite nice. So what we're going to do is just adjust the white balance a bit. We're going to decrease the exposure to make the top of the Milky Way pop up a little bit more. We're going to go to sky in the mask section. We're going to increase the exposure. We're going to increase the contrast. We're going to increase the whites to make the stars and the northern lights pop a bit more. We're going to increase highlights. We're also going to go down here and increase the dehaze to get rid of the haze which is in the sky. So as you can see, so if we increase the dehaze, you can see that the details pops a bit more. What you need to be careful with on dehaze is that the contrast and the sharpness and everything can be a bit destroyed. So don't pull it too much to the right side, but I think around here should be good. So as you can see, before and after, we don't really need to do much more than that. We're gonna go down to detail, denoise, and we're gonna denoise the whole picture, and boom, finished. So the before and after. And it works quite well, having to just edit one picture and then just copy the settings to another picture. That is really nice, and it makes your work editing flow much faster than having to edit every single picture at the same time. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. Enjoy your time. Really, yeah. Bye-bye.